Hello, welcome back. This is L58 with another Let's Play Final Fantasy VI. When we left Terra, she's running away from the guards from Narche. She's kind of the victim, but of course the Narche guards don't even think about that. They don't even know that she was controlled by the Empire, and now that she is free of thought, she wouldn't want to hurt them. And so here we go. First fight without the Maytech armor. As you can see, it's a little different since now we don't have all these powerful blasts to take everyone out. She does have magic. I wanted to try and conserve that. I will let you know right now that I will be grinding in between. I don't necessarily need to. Well, maybe that sounds a little cocky of me. I think I could get through without having to without needing to grind too much until, I can start using more magic. We'll get into that at a different time. But, just save you a lot of time of having to watch me grind. And as you see here, I'm trying the H.C. Bailey method of editing out some of the fights. Like I said, I'm kind of doing this ghetto. It's not the greatest at it. I just kind of save, stop the recording, and then go right there. I don't have any cool editing tricks. Like I've said before, I'm very new to this. In fact, this is my first day doing it. This is the second Let's Play, and I'm debating whether to put out 2 per day or maybe just 1 per day. I might just do 1 because of school and work, taking a lot of units, taking 22 units if you can believe that. So that means basically my entire day is just shot. Then after that I normally work, and so I only have a few hours, and that's usually dedicated to homework. Anyways, enough about me. On to the game. As you see, Terra was cornered by the guards at Narche and fell down, and now she's having a flashback with this guy Kefka putting the slave crown on her, and now she has no control over her thoughts. And I guess this is dating back to when you hear Vix, or was it Wedge, that said that he heard that she took out 50 Empire soldiers in under 3 minutes. And as you see, this was a lot of Kefka's doing, and he's encouraging it. What kind of demented person encourages the murder of his own troops? Now, I don't really want to get too political here, but Kefka always kind of reminded me of like the Dick Cheney of the Empire. And as you see, there's all the generals, or at least, the important people of the Empire, and there's Gestal, who I'm pretty sure I slaughtered his name. I'll be doing it a lot. I'm not the best when it comes to the English language. And, was it just me, or did the Emperor kind of look like a dog, like a human dog? I don't know. I can never wrap my brain around anything else. So now Terra's just passed out. Who knows what's gonna happen to her? Now we're back to the old man, and here comes this hotshot with a blue bandana. Who does he think he is? It took him long enough. I guess he was running a little late. I guess he had important treasure to take. Alright, so we're introduced to our second character. I'm gonna stick with the regular name Locke, or Lockie. I'd rather just call him Locke. This is my first ever playthrough of Final Fantasy VI to where I didn't rename the characters, and obviously I did that for the Let's Play. But Locke used to be kind of like one of those characters that I just didn't like using, and then after a couple more times I figured out that he's one of my favorite characters. Sabin was always my #1 character, and we'll run into him soon, but that's the beauty of this game. I've noticed there's so many characters that you unlock that people have their favorites. Like I know a couple fan favorites. I'm not going to name names. We'll get to it when we find them. But I'm going to try switching up the characters so everyone can have a shot. And as we see, here comes Locke. He decided that it's best that he helps out this girl that killed all these Narche troops, because the old man said it wasn't her choice for this to happen. So now he jumps in, being all heroic, and sees that he is screwed. Look how many people he has to take on by himself. He better be a high level or I'm just gonna be screwed. Koopo. Ah, we got moogles! Ah, if you've played any other Final Fantasies in the past, you can see that moogles have been around for a little while. Little white steak puffed marshmallow men. And we're introduced to a pretty cool feature of this game that you don't really see in many RPGs. I'm gonna do some editing. I like to use Mog, so I recommend pressing the button and switching to the first Moogle party, because Mog is in that, and you'll end up getting Mog later. And by fighting in this area, you master a dance for him, if you decide to use him later. And the dance is also used for the final battle. I'll end up using Mog at the end of this Mog's party rather than Locke's party, and I don't really see the point in using Locke throughout this entire thing. I mean, sure, yeah, he can gain experience, but the experience isn't that much, and you really don't have somebody that can heal you with magic. You're just using your items. So I used him a couple times, and I really only used his party and Mog's party. I didn't go to the third party. I didn't really need to. If you see yourself in kind of a pickle, kind of like where I'm at right now, to where another blizzard probably could wipe you out, then I recommend go with that third party, just to kind of lower the numbers, so to say. As you see, I'm going to edit it out and go right to the end with Mog. And the main reason I use Mog is, as you'll see here, I have him use his dance. Cave-In I don't find too useful. It's the other attack, which you'll see. You'll see why I want to use the dance. Just have everyone else attack, or try to heal up, try to keep your characters alive. You don't want it to be just Mog and the Marshal at the end, because then, especially if you put him on dance, it's kind of just random. You don't know what's going to happen. You have no control over Mog. As you'll see, my playstyle, I'm a little more risky. Oh, and here's Elfire. This is the reason why you want to use the dance. Look at that! Over 1,000 damage at the beginning of the game. I mean, that's pretty impressive, considering, Terra in her Maytech armor can only do about 500 with her tech missile. So, I mean, even Cave-In is pretty strong against the Marshal. The 271, I mean, he's killing it. So, decided to use a potion on him, even though I probably could have gone by with using that last tonic. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. And like I said, I am kind of a risky RPG player. I'm not very conservative like H.C. Bailey, once again. Like I said, I'll be mentioning him a lot because he did inspire me a lot to make a Let's Play series. So as you see, the moogles in Locke have saved Terra. Or Tara. It's Terra, not Tara. I'm not gonna go with that. So now Locke is finished rescuing her, said thank you to the moogles, and that's the last we see of the moogles for a long time. Kinda sad. I guess the moogles were a fan favorite. As you see, Mog is on the cover of the US version of Final Fantasy VI, which they call Final Fantasy III. Which, I mean, if by now you should know, Final Fantasy III is Final Fantasy VI. They finally released Final Fantasy III in the US. Pretty fun game. I played a little bit of it. I like the job class system, but I like the job class system better in Tactics, but I'll get to that at a different time. Here I am, I'm not even focused on the story. So, basically Locke is going to protect Terra, and they're going to go to Figaro Castle. And that's about it. I'm running out of time, so I'm just going to stop here. I'm gonna grind a little bit, and I think maybe I'll go. Nah, I don't think I'll go to the starting the noob area, which is right behind me. I don't think I'll show that. No need. So thank you.